Welcome, welcome to all of our local, regional and international viewers throughout the world, wherever you may be. A very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budusing-Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, get your pen, get your paper, get your phone so you could take down important numbers, you could take notes that will be helpful for you, not just you, but your loved ones as well, your friends and family members. Directing this morning and in master control, Hisham Costello and Josiah Gomes. On behalf of our team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a happy, fruitful and great Friday. Happy, happy Friday. It's the 1st of March. Out with the old, in with the new. Happy, happy 1st of March, the beginning of a new month. Let's embrace it. Let's set a goal, please, and work towards achieving those goals, right? So we close that chapter, gone, and we open a new one to March and allow great things to manifest, and positive energies and positive thoughts, and allow new things to take birth in a good way, a positive way always, and the right way is the best way always. Let's quickly go to our code for today. So if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Don't take life for granted, your loved ones for granted. Tomorrow is not promised, and don't waste your time. Do something constructive and productive, all right? So keep smiling and be positive. Let's go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of India in Style Expo. And it says, do good for others and it will come back in unexpected ways. I love this because it's true. When you do good, you may not get the reward now, you know, and you may find yourself, but why are you always doing good things and this? Let me tell you something. You are rewarded from the heavens. Doors will open, not just for you, but your children as well. And if you're God-fearing, you will never take God out of your thoughts and do wrong things. You'll always do the right things, always. Whether when you make the right choice, you get hurt, or people are ungrateful, that's all right. You still continue to do well. You still continue to do good. And you will reap the rewards from the heavens above. Trust me on that one. Doors that you did not expect will open in great ways. That came to us with the kind compliments of India in Style Expo. Let me remind you, they are now at the Mid-Center Mall in Chaguanas, but they're closing on the 3rd. So they're closing, let's say today is on Sunday. So, you know, you have today and tomorrow to check them out for their great deals and, you know, wonderful, wonderful prices. Please check them out. Make it a family affair. It's safe and secure parking, fully air-conditioned, white aisle. So with the Fab India Expo, which we know from this is opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas, they are going to reopen on the 9th of March. All right, so just a gentle reminder, they are reopening on the 9th of March. Check them out. Great. Thank you so much, guys. Let's say a very good morning going out. She's no stranger. She's a force to be reckoned with, and I'll say by popular demand, right? I'm speaking of no other than Miss Sajina Kadir, attorney at law. And you see her here? She's a tiny little lady, but she's a powerhouse. She wears many, many hats. She's responsible for a lot of charitable work and helping people, all right? So let's all say a warm welcome to you. Nice to always have you.
Good morning, Zelisa.
Morning,
to
darling.
everyone locked on and viewing, good morning as well. Great to see you.
You too. It's always nice to have you with
Of
us.
course.
That energy is always very powerful.
Yes.
You always enrich, you know, after every conversation, whether it's on air or off air, I always feel enriched.
Likewise, Zelisa,
And I
but we
have to
like-minded. So that's probably why we get along.
So today we're talking about deeds.
Which is such a heavy topic, eh?
But it's needed.
It is. A lot of people think, you know, they can go by an attorney and just get a deed, but people have to realize there's a process involved in these things.
Correct.
And things take time because it's not only an attorney preparing it. We have to send it to Ministry of Finance for stamp duty assessment. We have to send it to Ministry of Legal Affairs for to register it. So it's actually a process, and some people will come in none the wiser and say, I want to get a deed, like if it's a grocery shop. And we pull off a deed from the shop, but they have to understand too, in as much as this is what you desire.
Right.
At the end of the day, the attorney can't just jump over the counter and speed up the process in these different departments.
Okay.
So even when it's prepared at our office, there's a process, you know, because oftentimes, even at my office, you find people calling and communicating, it's taking long, but we cannot do anything beyond executing it at our office, meaning signing in the presence of our parties, and then sending it to the relevant departments and waiting until we get a certified
So there's
copy.
a period, there's a waiting time that we need to be mindful of. I know sometimes we are anxious.
Yes.
I could understand that things that you want to get done and you're feeling why it can't be done and you need to get it done. And why. But there's a process, and sometimes we just have to be a little patient and understand it. And if we have that energy, even in understanding, maybe it will happen even faster.
Yes.
You know, so I've learned that the hard way because I am somebody, since I was a child, my father always used, he said, take your time. It will happen in due time. You know, you want things done right now.
The reason I say this so immediately into this show is because very recently somebody came from another attorney's office and was complaining that the attorney taking long. It's not the attorney's fault. So attorneys, even like myself, have to be very wise and diligent in our approach. We don't just jump on another attorney's matter. It's against the code of ethics. It's unprofessional. Try to ascertain what is the reason that the delay, the person is feeling the delay, to see if it's justifiable or not. Because you don't go ill speak a colleague, there might be a reason. You have to guide them to understand it, because the tail can wag the dog, so you're supposed to guide them.
And I respect you saying that, and I'm sure that attorneys are saying, yes, thank you for saying that, because you have to, you have to respect each other's space and the way they do their you know, handle their affairs.
And we also have to remember that an attorney is not sitting down with one file alone. You know, it maybe be 100.
If you go into some attorney's offices, you say,
you
what?
know,
I hope I don't get lost. Yes, you do at first. You say, what? Especially if you're a cleanaholic like me, or always have things in place. It's like, what?
It's a strain, you see that, you know, you feel stressed out. But as we said, deeds is such an important topic because many people need to put their house in order. You know, so deeds could be so many different types. You have deed of conveyance, deed of assent, you know, deed of gift, so many deed of severance, so many different types of deeds. But I know there'll always be another program. So I think today it's important to talk about two common ones. So probably we could start with deed of conveyance.
Sure.
Right. So a deed of conveyance is if you're browsing on the internet or you see somebody selling a parcel of land, you see a sign, you want to check it out. First, before you get to that deed, it's always important to do a search against that parcel of land or against the property. Reason being is, things has always been nice when money passes, Zelisa, and you're getting something in return. But you have to make sure that that person didn't double sell that land.
I like that you said that, because people buy or invest in land for many different reasons. Some of us think, well, you know what, if my money is in the bank, I'm really not reaping any benefit or getting any profits out of it.
Right.
If I purchase a land is always an asset,
it's
not
going
a
to
liability.
appreciate in value, yes.
So it's an investment you make, whether it's for yourself, for your children, or your grandchildren. Many people say they do it for their kids. And that's fine, and you're entitled to take your money and spend it wisely and waste it, because you're investing.
That's right.
Right? So it means then that you would have worked very hard for your money, or you take time to accumulate your money. Like me, I work real hard.
Yes.
So when I have to spend my money, I'm very careful of how I spend my money.
Agreed.
Right? Because you don't want to lose money, right? You always want your money to multiply or to do something that is beneficial. Exactly.
Yes.
So when people, like you've just said, and it happens because of you see a piece of land and it's affordable, and some people think it's out of, they can't afford it, but then you see something and you find it, and then there's a thing that it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
These are things, or when you have a discerning spirit, but it is important, as the learned attorney is saying, investigate, because it's your money, it's hard-earned money, and sometimes you lose it altogether, because let me tell you something. There are trained and certified thieves out there that look very polished and look very nice, and they're very good with their words. They're real sharp with their words, and they could give a sad story. Tell me about them. I know them. I could identify them. I've worked with people like that you trust, and you let them into your circle, and what do?
On you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So be careful and take the time to do your homework, investigate, ensure it is worth it. It is. Please take our advice today.
Yes. So the first step when you see that property for sale looking all good is to go to you could go to an attorney's office, and a search clerk linked to the attorney's office could actually do the search to see if the land is of good title and free from all encumbrances and any issues, no judgments against the land in any court matter, and it's fine. But if you can't afford to pay a search clerk, you don't have to feel despondent. You yourself could go to the Ministry of Legal Affairs. There's a search room, and you just ask one of the persons in there who's an agent of the state to help you do it. And you just print out, you pay, I believe you pay per page. I don't know if that's still the case, but you pay for whatever deed copy that you're desirous of having to make sure everything is fine with that property. And, you know, once it's clear and it's in the person's name as is being represented by the ad or the person who has the property for sale, then you actually take it to an attorney now, or if you're still at the attorney's office, you say, listen, the search is clear now, I would like to enter into an agreement for sale. Because if you jump to the deed, remember you have to organize your finances, you have to put things in place. So an agreement for sale has the terms of the sale. So you'll have the purchaser, that's the person buying the property, and you'll have the vendor, the person selling the property. Don't let vendors tell you that you have to go by their attorney. The purchaser has the right to the attorney.
Nice. That's good information.
So if you decide to go by the vendor's attorney by recommendation, that's different. But you are not bound to go by the vendor's attorney. You have the right to free independent legal advice. You go to an attorney, and that attorney in turn could communicate with the vendor to review the agreement, to redraft the agreement before the due execution or the proper signing then of this agreement. And
you know, more and more I'm thinking, my advice, it's just my humble suggestion and advice, get your own attorney.
I would say so as well.
Get your own attorney when you're doing your homework. Yes. Because sometimes there are people that cannot be trusted, and so they attract that negative energy. Yes. And just like you have good people, you have bad people. I don't mean to be disrespectful here because you're an attorney. And just like you have good attorneys, you have crooked ones.
Yes, as in any organization. So I agree with you, Zelisa. So therefore, if you really want to go by the vendor's attorney, do the necessary paperwork to waive your right to independent legal advice and stuff. But I've seen many times, if, like, let's say a person goes to, the purchaser decides to go by the vendor's attorney, everything is nice, money's passed nice, they know the person, they're friendly, they didn't do no search, and 7 years later it come back to haunt them.
Right.
And then you have to find the witness who was present, and then it becomes such a contentious and legal issue when you could avoid that.
And then there are cases when perhaps that good person, God forbid, would go to the great beyond past. And you know who have all the headache and children and grandchildren.
That's right.
So to avoid, or wives, please, or wives or husbands, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're correct.
Due to circumstances beyond the control. So you get things right done, done right the first time around.
So let's assume you
dot your I's and cross your T's.
That's right. So earn on caution, the purchaser gets their own attorney and looks at the agreement that the vendor either proposes or sends the agreement to the vendor or his or her attorney. Bottom line is the agreement will have that purchaser and the vendor, but it also sets out the terms of sale. And when we say terms of sale, we mean how much deposit money is going to be paid, which is called the consideration in it. The purchase price is what in law is called the consideration, and the document becomes everybody is contractually bound having signed this document now, right? So you have to decide what is the deposit and what is there a payment plan on or before what date X amount of money must be paid to fulfill or satisfy the purchase price. So let's just do simple maths because it's Friday, right? So
simple.
If it's $200,000 and you pay a deposit of $20,000, are you going to pay the next $180,000 at the time the deed is signed in one payment, or are you going to pay it in parts over a period and agreed time with regard to the deed is set? Okay. So you, at the time the deed is set, though, it's always proper to ensure your full purchase price is paid off. And I always tell people, ensure this payment is by manager's check. Don't go walking with a whole load of cash to an attorney's office. It's against our regulations and stuff. You know, you want to make sure there's a proper paper trail.
So, and accountability.
Yes, you do manager's checks, and you know, you
go and get a certified check in the bank. It's worth it. You pay for it. It's a couple of dollars, but it's worth it.
It is, because
paper trail,
you're
correct.
Paper trail.
Yeah.
Because somewhere somebody could come and say money's never passed.
Get a receipt.
Yes.
Okay, and take a picture of it. Get a receipt, have it stored, because things get lost. Have a little file open, keep these
That's
things.
your evidence in
Yeah,
place.
just as I tell you to have things in place with your health, to have a little booklet with your health and your medication and all your tests. Have, if you're doing something with the law or deeds or whatever, wills or whatever, have everything in place.
Yes.
So it's easily accessible.
Agreed.
Good morning, you are so right. Every word you say, thanks I do hope it goes to someone. You need to understand the way of life. Thanks again, love always. Okay, to this viewer. Christine, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. We're going to take our first break. Stay with us. When we return, we continue our conversation with Lint attorney at law Sajina Kadir. Today, she's talking about deeds. I know you want to call in, so when we return, you guys can call with your questions, concerns, or you can send me your WhatsApp messages when we return. Stay with us.
Final extension, no further extensions. The India InStyle Expo at the Dome Mid-Center Mall will be closing on the 3rd of March. Big sale and huge discounts. A few days left. Everything must sell. India InStyle Expo at the Dome at the Mid-Center Mall is definitely closing on the 3rd of March.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Experience the flavors of authentic Chinese cuisine for a romantic night out or a family dinner. Our newly renovated cozy atmosphere and professional friendly service makes dining with us an unforgettable experience. We have a well-equipped conference room that caters for meetings and corporate events for up to 50 persons. Safe and secure parking. Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Open every day including Sundays and holidays. Book your table today. Give us a call 645-5474 662-4540.
Lifetime Solutions, manufacturer of metal roofing, panels, framing, guttering, and related products. Located lot number 26, Omera Industrial Estate in Arima. Give us a call 646-5813 for further information. Lifetime Solutions. Give us a call today.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety. Porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Italy, Spain, India, Brazil and China. Conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Tile Expression Limited. Telephone 693-0015-223
Do you have back pain, neck pain, dizziness, blackouts, migraine headaches? Then you need to see us at Synapse Medical Services. Our innovative approach and patient-centered focus ensures that you receive the personalized care needed to fix your muscle weakness, memory trouble, or tingling in your hands or feet. WhatsApp us at 367-9368 or check out our website at www.synapsemedicaltt.com. Synapse Medical Services, building bridges to better outcomes, one connection at a time.
Welcome back to Conversation. You know, I like to have a conversation behind the scenes. So we have our conversation during the break time.
Yes.
Which I wish you all could see. Welcome back. And of course, in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir. And today she's talking to us about deeds. Now, if you may have any questions, any concerns, anything you're not sure about, feel free to give us a call at 3847142. You're welcome to call us, or you can send your WhatsApp messages to that same number, 3847142. I will read it to her and she will respond. When you're calling, I'm letting you know in advance. Please take the volume down first on your television, then pick up your phone, then call. Speak into the phone, listen into the phone. But take the volume down, or I will have to abort because there's a delay. And we don't want to waste time. Our time is very, very limited, and we want to take as many calls or to help as many people as possible. So welcome back again, Ms. Kadir, talking about deeds.
Yes. So
all
we
right.
spoke of the agreement for sale. So I don't know if you have a message.
Yes, I have a couple of questions that already started coming in. Good morning. I need, just hold a minute to that caller. Good morning. I need to give my niece my property, but I was told I have to do a valuation first. But it was on my mom and my name, and she had passed, and we did not do evaluation then because it was on my brother's, and he passed, and so it went on my mom and my name. Please explain the process. Sure, she will.
Sure. So when it passed on, when the relative passed away,
Right.
The type of deed that was done would be a deed of assent. You don't need to do a valuation with that. But all other deeds, which would be the one that you're going to do now included, which is called a deed of gift, to gift it out of natural affection without monies passing, you have to do a valuation with that. And the valuation, if you have one within the past 6 months, you call it a contemporaneous valuation report. That's fine. But you would have to do a valuation report with regard to deed of gift because of Ministry of Finance has stamp duty, fees payable, and that sort of thing. So that's the explanation.
Good. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for holding.
Hi, good morning, Zelisa.
Morning.
Good morning.
Just a question to know, great program as usual. Anything that you present is always great.
Thank you, sir.
So I just want to ask just only one question.
Sure.
I am in the process of putting my son's name on my property.
Yes.
I just want to find out if even when I die, if the property will be automatically transferred to him, or will it be any expenses put into that?
When he says he's in the process of putting it, what are you doing? A deed, a will, an agreement?
A deed.
All right. So if you're doing a deed, you can gift it to him by a deed of gift where it becomes, while you're alive, the sole owner of the property. But if I were advising somebody, I always advise parents, you know, things are nice now, but always maintain a life interest in the property because you don't want anybody to put you out. That's just the reality of this world. So I don't know how your deed that you're in the process of doing is phrased. But if you have life interest and upon your passing, which is quoted in law as saying upon your demise, then it will go to him. However, if you are holding it as joint tenants in that deed of gift by a principle called rights of survivorship, if you pass away, he automatically owns it. And if he passes away, you automatically own it. So it depends on how it is phrased. So if it's joint tenants again, if one passes away, you automatically own it. If you have life interest, your son only gets it upon your passing. And if you gift it outright to him, he could put you out tomorrow if he feels like it. So I am urging you, don't put yourself out of that deed unless you real sure things nice and no problem will ensue.
All right? Do you understand?
Yes, well, I thank you for your advice. And,
You're welcome.
I'm putting in both of our names.
Okay,
Right.
good.
And,
And put as joint
life
tenants.
interest.
And-
Nice.
But he's not a son like that.
Right.
I have full confidence in him.
Yes,
Okay,
very
good.
nice.
Fact remains,
May
I'm
I-
putting on both of our names. So when I die, it will go, I just want to
Automatic.
go
That's right.
automatically.
Very
then.
Good. Thank you.
Good.
And
Thank you. A great
Have-
program, I say, and always welcome watching you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you, sir. Thanks for looking and share the message. If I may add, I also think it is extremely important to safeguard not just yourself, but your wife or your husband. Because in situations like this, sometimes the husband may die and the wife is living in a house. And whatever couture or bacchanal, or this one wife don't like this one, or this one who like this one, and your wife have to leave her home. You pass, you go on to the great beyond, but she has the battle of being ill-treated in her own home, or put out of her own home, or have to go from this child to that. Please, protect your partner. Protect your wife, protect your husband. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would like to speak to the lawyer.
Yes, go
to
right
get a
ahead.
number
Yeah, go right
to,
ahead.
See her in office.
You need her number. You can send me a message after the program and I'll send you her number. 3847142. So I'll send you her office number after. Let's go to another. Hi, can I do a segment on prenup soon? Sure. We need a segment, remind me when you...
Okay.
We will. Thanks for your advice to that person. Good morning, Zelisa, an attorney. My question is, if my parents left me a property and made the necessary adjustments on the deed, but it was destroyed by fire and the deed in the ministry does not have those changes, how do I prove that I am the owner? Sorry, I forgot to say thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. And you guys are doing a great job in educating us. You're welcome. Please.
I find it very disturbing that a deed has been executed by parties that included certain changes to the comfort of parties, and because it was destroyed, if something is destroyed of that nature, you apply for a certified copy of the document at the Ministry of Legal Affairs. So if the Ministry of Legal Affairs doesn't have it, my strong advice is to go to the attorney who prepared the deed and ensure it was registered. Because you signed the deed at the attorney's office doesn't mean that the attorney didn't die or was sick or through some inadvertence didn't register that deed. Because if that deed is not registered, that's the only reason it wouldn't be at the Ministry of Legal Affairs.
Wow.
So you really need to ascertain the status quo of that deed after the due execution took place with those changes.
So this is important to get that done. Bless morning. I bought my lot of land in 2021 cash. I paid for my deed 2 days after to the company attorney, right? Please don't call any company names or attorney names. That's not our interest. And I haven't received it yet. All I'm getting from her is promises. Until now, she's not answering her phone. She moved from company office and I am amputated. Can you give some advice? Please, I'm listening to the TV. Okay, sure.
All right. So if you're not getting your attorney, an attorney is supposed to at least let you know the deed, like when it is registered. You know, sometimes attorneys are busy, including myself, and we may omit to give the deed number. So if your attorney didn't give you that deed registration number to give you the comfort that it was registered and it's just not available, a certified copy is just not available as yet, I strongly suggest you go to the Ministry of Legal Affairs and do a search against your name to see if it was in fact registered now. So the other option would be have another attorney try to reach out to that attorney, not to hurry and go and put the attorney in no disciplinary committee, but just to ask a question. Because attorneys under the Code of Ethics owe each other professional courtesy to communicate respectfully. So shoot a call, an attorney could shoot a call to the attorney out of good relations, just to bring a comfort so it doesn't become a matter where you feel, oh, I have to take the attorney to the disciplinary committee, oh, nothing was done. But that intervention now is important, whether you do the search against your name to see if that deed was registered, or you go by another attorney to try to engage this attorney who you feel somewhat frustrated by. Because I will tell you this, sir. Sometimes people may feel frustrated with an attorney, but I remember when I had COVID and my office was closed, and somebody was so upset that this attorney not taking the calls, and but there's a reason. You know, we get sick too. We have personal difficulties. Our families may have problems that we may not be available at your call. So, and sometimes for me, honestly, sometimes my phone may have 15 calls in X period, and the calls may get lost in it. It doesn't mean that the attorney is ignoring, but if you feel ignored, sir, I strongly suggest do the search in your name to make sure it was done after you signed that deed and after you paid that money, or go to another attorney and peacefully ask that attorney to reach out, not to go to the disciplinary committee. Don't be hurried. Try to find out what's going on.
And the thing is, you're well within your rights. If you go to any attorney and you within yourself do not feel comfortable or you do not feel right, you're well within your rights to go to another one. Nothing is wrong in that. I don't mean any disrespect.
No.
It's just like a doctor. It's just like a doctor. If you go to a doctor and listen, you don't feel you're getting results or you don't feel it's working for you, you're well within your rights to go to another one.
Exactly.
Anything across. Your child going to a school, you're not happy with it, whatever, not that everything you need to move. But if whatever situation you're in, even in your marriage, even if you have a business partner and you don't feel right about whatever, you have the right within yourself. Don't wait time, get out of it.
Exactly. You know, people need to understand that, but because you go by another attorney or another doctor, you don't have to defame their good name and character.
Exactly, because what didn't work for you could work for somebody else.
Exactly, so just move on.
Don't be like that, don't waste time.
Yes. So with regard to the deeds, you know, so many questions, but if we want to talk about deed of conveyance after that agreement for sale, a deed of conveyance is important because even after you do the agreement for sale, even if all the monies are paid, you don't have your legal document to regularize title. So doing that deed is important.
When we return, I've got some questions that are coming in. You can continue to send your messages or you can call us 384-7142 when we return. Stay with us.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Looking for the best in educational supplies? Then come on down to Charon's Bookstore, the trusted name in everything back to school, from uniforms, textbooks, school accessories, stationery, and much more. Our dedicated team is committed in providing the highest quality in customer service. Visit us at number 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, Trincity Mall, Trincity, number 24 Eastern Main Road, San Juan, and number 10 Diego Martin, 4 Roads, Diego Martin. Call us at 235-5811.
Ducky's Tent Rental. We're all about the best tents, high quality, with the best service at affordable prices. We'll make your event a memorable one. Located at Katwaru Trace, Penal, or give us a call 788-2262. Ducky's Tent Rental.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Do you have back pain, neck pain, dizziness, blackouts, migraine headaches? Then you need to see us at Synapse Medical Services. Our innovative approach and patient-centered focus ensures that you receive the personalized care needed to fix your muscle weakness, memory trouble, or tingling in your hands or feet. WhatsApp us at 367-9368 or check out our website at www.synapsemedicaltt.com. Synapse Medical Services, building bridges to better outcomes, one connection at a time.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa. I am in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir, and of course today she's talking to us about deeds, questions, concerns, comments. 3847142. Please, a gentle reminder, take the volume of your television down before you call. Good morning, Zelisa. A bill is coming to my address. I'm going to say telephone, right? Please don't call names of companies or people, please. Let's be respectful of that. A bill is coming to my address. The property is owned by me. No authorization was given by me to the relative, which is my father's ex-sister-in-law. The company is telling me there is nothing that they can do. This is a utility bill created by fraud which holds power. How should I deal with this? How can a search of your property be done to ensure nothing illegal is happening?
So a couple things there, to ensure that nothing untoward was done with your property itself, you go to an attorney's office and a search clerk, their search clerk or a search clerk linked to their office can do a search on the property and make sure that your deed is the only deed that exists relative to this property. The bigger picture here now is if you feel that bills, names are changed and there's something untoward, you need to engage the attention of an attorney so that they write to the relevant company who made this alteration to ascertain what grounds has caused them to have acted in the manner they did. And then you can ascertain if there was any level of fraud or illicit activities for that to have occurred.
Okay, great.
So get an attorney.
Good morning and welcome. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. What is your question, please?
Good morning.
Morning. What's your question, please, sir?
If a parent, mother and father, are the life interest of the property, and there's two children are joint tenants of the property, and one of these joint tenants dies, does his share of the property go to his children?
Okay, so if the children are owning it jointly, A and B own jointly, and A passes away, the principle called rights of survivorship means B automatically gets. The only way A's children would get is if during A's lifetime, a deed of severance to sever the tenancy if he passes away or she passes away was done. Because if the deed of severance was done, that deed document can say if A passes away, then A would like his half interest in the property to be left to his children or to the gardener or to whoever. But he had to have done a deed of severance in order for his children or any other person to benefit, because the law says once the property is held as joint tenants, if no deed of severance is done, if one passes away by the principle called rights of survivorship, the other party will automatically own it.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So what you are saying is, if one of the joint tenants dies, it's possible that, and if that joint tenant prepare a deed or statement that his share goes to his children or his child, then when that person dies, that will automatically happen. The property will pass over to his child.
The property only automatically goes to the other sibling if a deed of severance wasn't done by the person who passed away during his lifetime. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, he must do that and say who he wants it to go to. Otherwise, it automatically goes to the other sibling.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
All right, you're welcome.
Have a good day. Yeah, there you go. Good day. How good is a deed of gift? How can we use a deed of gift financially?
Okay, so when a deed of gift is done, a deed, how good is it? It's good because somebody did it out of natural love and affection and no money's passed, so you got a whole property on your lap because of goodwill of somebody or good intentions. So the deed of gift now places it in your sole name, so that property can be used as collateral if you want to take a loan and that sort of thing. So deed of gift is a nice thing to do, to receive.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Zelisa.
Morning.
Hello.
Yes, what's your, good morning. What is your question, please?
I would like to get in the attorney at law, his number, please.
Okay. So send me a WhatsApp message. This is for you, and anyone would like to get her message, her number, her office number. You can message me after this number, send a WhatsApp, and I will forward it. Legally, we're not supposed to be giving the numbers of attorneys on air. That's a legal thing. So just send a message after, and I will forward it to you. Her office number, that is. Yeah? Am I correct, counsel?
Yes.
Right.
Because we don't want anybody to say,
this
you know,
lady come in and
goodwill
yeah.
and you know, coming on the program or any program
exactly.
that is not to pump any private practice. It's just to impart some knowledge in the hour afforded.
Brilliant. Good morning. I am divorced. My husband remarried. He has remarried since then. He has passed away. The property was in his name and his mom's. She is deceased. Are his children entitled to any of his assets? And if so, what is the procedure? The wife lives on the property.
Okay. So, there are so many questions I need to ask. However, if the property, which probably was the matrimonial home, I assume, wasn't part of a court order and nothing was done about it, he is very well entitled to leave his half interest in the property for his children or his neighbor or his Zelisa
or his new
or
wife.
anybody.
Right. Yeah, he can say, let me leave some.
Because nothing was done with the property.
Right.
You know, but I definitely think that's too convoluted a question to answer in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I strongly advise you to speak to an attorney about
yeah,
it.
my humble suggestion, yes, there are many things to this, and I think you would need some one-on-one.
Because
Hisham, please focus. Yes. So you would need some one-on-one with regards to these particular questions. So my suggestion is, if you'd like her number, her office, feel free to.
Especially if the wife wants to claim rights, the new wife and that kind of thing.
And she's entitled as his new wife.
Yes.
Good morning and welcome. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, welcome.
Hello.
Yes, what is your question, please?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are. What is your question, please?
My question is, we have our father deed, and 9 children on the deed, but 3 passed on. What we want to know, the 3 who passed on, they didn't put it in none of their children's names. So we want to know what could be done there.
Okay, so the wording of the deed is important. So if you saw the words joint tenants in the deeds and the 3 passed away and they didn't leave it in the children's name by a deed of severance, like I just explained to the previous caller, then the sole surviving sibling has the rights to the property. If they are generous, they could gift it or gift a portion of it to the relatives, to the children of the people who passed away, but they're not bound by law because they become the owner of the property by rights of survivorship in the absence of the 3 who, when they were alive, if they didn't do anything then.
Yes, because my dad passed on, but it remained in the children's name, but 3 of the siblings, our siblings passed on, but they didn't put it in any of their children's names.
Right, and this could even be more convoluted because the question is, when your father passed away, was the deed in the children's name already?
Hello?
Yeah, that's important because for all you know, it's being phrased incorrectly and it was solely owned by the father. So it's important for them to have a proper discussion with an attorney.
Good morning, Zelisa. All God's blessings to you and your family. Can you, okay, yes, sorry about that. I will. I'll send you her number. That is not a problem. Let's go to these important messages. This is the program Conversations with Zelisa. And of course, I'm in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir. She's talking about deeds. And of course, when we return after these important messages, you can call or you can send your WhatsApp messages to 384-7142 when we return. Thank you.
Final extension. No further extensions. The India in Style Expo at the Dome Mid-Center Mall will be closing on the 3rd of March. Big sale and huge discounts. A few days left. Everything must sell. India in Style Expo at the Dome at the Mid-Center Mall is definitely closing on the 3rd of March.
Just in time for Eid, the Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas will be reopening on the 9th of March. We've got unique items available, one-of-a-kind Islamic outfits for male and female. We've got special gift items also available. Join us for iftar every day, also catering the best groom and bridal outfits. Get matching jewelry, footwear, makeup and all that you need. Multi-cuisine food court, reopening on the 9th of March. Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Experience the flavors of authentic Chinese cuisine for a romantic night out or a family dinner. Our newly renovated cozy atmosphere and professional friendly service makes dining with us an unforgettable experience. We have a well-equipped conference room that caters for meetings and corporate events for up to 50 persons. Safe and secure parking. Val Park Chinese Restaurant. Open every day including Sundays and holidays. Book your table today. Give us a call 645-5474 662-4540.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir. Today she's speaking to us about deeds. Any questions or concerns you may have, 3847142, or of course you could call in, but when you do call in, please take the volume of your television down. Speak into the phone. Talk and listen as well. I'm going to go to this question.
Sure.
Good morning. I did a deed of gift to my son, one of my sons. If he dies, what happens to the property? He has a common law wife and I have another son. I was advised that my other son's name should not be placed on this deed as he was in the process of purchasing his home.
I feel they think that he was in the process of purchasing the home, and people, there's a exemption for first-time homeowners with taxes and that kind of thing. So stamp duty, sorry. So that's why that was done. But with regard to gifting the property to the other son who has a common law wife, if it's in the son's sole name, Lord forbid, paradise gives trouble in that relationship. Once she could prove she's the common law spouse, she will be entitled to half the value of that property or any other matrimonial assets. So, I mean, in gifting it to the son, you know, I always encourage parents to maintain that life interest. So even, you know, if there's trouble in paradise in his relationship, nothing would happen to the property immediately and that sort of thing. So it's now in your son's name. So if you're worried, then put back your name on it with your son. And then the wife, if there's problems, will only be entitled to half the value of what your son is entitled to. But I mean, if you feel the relationship is, I mean, because I hope they don't take offense, you know, because...
No, I need to say this, and it's important. You know, I don't sugarcoat things, or I don't put things under the carpet.
Yes.
I say it as it is,
Yes.
and I stand to be corrected. Of course, I don't know everything, but I have my opinion, and my opinion is nothing in life is guaranteed. I've learned that over the years.
Yes.
No relationship, whether even if it's with parents, siblings, children, family, friends, it's not guaranteed. And so I say this with the greatest of respect. You get into a marriage, and of course, yes, or whatever relationship, and you put your all into it. But we do not know. I've seen the best of marriages, 50-year marriages with a divorce.
Yes,
and
that's
ugly.
life's reality.
It happens,
Yes.
and it happens to the best of us. So you know what? Prevention is better than cure.
That's
You're not creating bad in
True,
the beginning,
I like how you say that,
but
yeah.
you have to
Put
be
things in
cautious
place.
and you have to be careful, and you have to be mindful that things do change. People do change. That's a fact. Nothing seems the same, right? So let's be careful of these things in life. That's just my humble opinion. Well, why are no searches done when letters of administration are being executed?
Right. So a search is done in the probate section to see if anything was done against the anything was done by any other person who may have rights to this estate. So a search is done in the probate section. It's not mandatory to do a search on the property itself, but you're free to do it if you so desire. So it's not, why isn't it done? You probably want to know why isn't it mandatory that it's done? And I always say the law begs for reform and begs for contemplation and change and consideration. So that's a very good point, because it's not mandatory, and that's why it probably wasn't done in your instant case.
Okay, great. Good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning, Zelisa.
Morning, sir.
I have a question for the attorney there.
Sure, go right ahead. She's listening.
I want to find out what is the power of attorney. What is his when I say power to do?
Okay. A power.
If he override an executor.
All right. So a power of attorney could be general or specific. General gives, for example, if I do a power of attorney to person B, that person B could handle anything with regard to my land, my house, my bank, anything. So that's general. You're giving them permission to see about, almost as if it's theirs, they're making the decision, right? But a specific, one second.
That person could override an executor.
I'm now going to explain the second one, so just listen. So the second one is a specific power of attorney. A specific power of attorney could say that they would like person B to handle anything with regard to that estate. So if that person, if the person given the power is the executor or the executrix, they could authorize person B to step in their shoes because they're busy or they're sick or they're tired and do what the executor is supposed to do. So it depends on if the power of attorney is general or specific. And also, too, it depends on if the power of attorney is still valid or revoked. So be very mindful of these things. And if you have any doubts, speak to an attorney and ask the questions in more detail, because these issues, if it's not addressed or understood with the degree of clarity needed, issues of fraud could ensue, you know, accusations could be made. So it's always important to understand properly what's taking place before being hasty and acting.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day. You're welcome. Okay. You're welcome. Have a great day. So, I want to put both... Okay, sir. Thank you. I want to put both my daughters' names on my deed. What is the safe way to do this? So when I am old, they don't put me in an old age home. You're damn right.
Yeah, no, let me tell you something. The person who messaged there, you're thinking with common sense. And I applaud you for that. I always encourage parents when they come to my office, things are nice now, but whether something arises that displeases you or the other person, let's just be clear, you remain the boss. You have life interests, so you're doing a deed of gift and you're maintaining life interests. And upon your demise, the remainder of the property, or what you call the rest of the property then, whatever is in existence, goes to the children. It could be in equal shares, but with equal shares, if one passes away, the other one automatically gets it. Or it could be as holding it as tenants in commons, where you specify the share that they hold in they should hold in the property if you want one to have more share or more say in the property than the other.
You're very correct, because I have heard stories, have seen it firsthand, where your kids are nice, your kids are good to you, your kids will always love you, but you see husband and wife that come in, they don't know the sacrifices you made to build that house. They know how you get land, how you get whatever.
Yes.
And they come and cause a lot of problems. I'm not saying all are bad, but I'm just saying prevention is better. It's reality. We see, you probably see it more than I am just saying it. I hear stories.
I really want to tell members of the public one thing. We've been talking about deeds and people have been calling and messaging. But you all, after that agreement of sale is done and the deed is, let's just say it's a deed of conveyance, you must make sure any type of deed is executed how it should be done. So if an attorney comes and says, sign now, and there's no witness, believe you me, 5 years from now that could haunt you. A deed is duly executed in the presence of parties and an independent witness. So if it is not duly executed in the future, somebody could come and say, undue influence, I didn't know what I was signing, it was fraud. So we have to be very careful, and I want members of the public to know and understand that when you go to an attorney's office, it's not a matter of signing the deed when the lawyer in court and you're signing just with the clerk there.
Okay.
It's not that way. It must be duly executed as explained.
I'm getting so many messages, and we are sure. Good morning. Could you ask the attorney to explain the difference between a trust and a will? Well, today we're talking about deeds. So I think another day we will execute this, because our time is just so very limited. Good morning, ladies. A common law relationship, can the other party claim on your property? And if so, how long under relationship? After the relationship, can he claim?
Under the Cohabitational Rights Act, you must be in a relationship and prove it has been a domestic and common law type relationship tantamount to equivalent to marriage for at least 5 years. So once you could prove that, and you have to file an application in the High Court, family court specifically, get a declaration that you're the common law spouse, and then if the relationship has ended, pursue rights which is equal to that of a married partner, meaning half the value of the property, half the interest in the vehicles, half the value of any matrimonial asset.
I'm getting a lot of questions that are coming in. Unfortunately, we cannot address all today. So I see a part 2 whenever you are free. I know that you are very consumed. You wear many hats. God bless you. I always admire you as a young person, very ambitious.
Thank you, Zelisa.
I mean, you have but you're so kind and you give so much back. So let me wish you continued success and trust and hope
Thank
that we'll
you
have you soon.
sincerely.
So we could do a part 2 because
Of
I
course.
see the need for many
Yes,
questions
it's a
that are
prevalent
coming
topic,
in.
yes.
I want to thank you kindly. We'll see you really soon. Have
Of
a great
course.
day. God bless. Keep
Take care,
shining.
Zelisa. All the
And
best.
this is where we've got to wrap things up, reminding you, you know, if you need to see the good attorney, make an appointment. You can message me after requesting it, and I'll forward it to you. Please be good, be kind, be honest at all times. And we've got to wrap things. We've got to repeat today at 3 o'clock. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Like the show and share it because it's really great information, empowering you. Knowledge is power. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. Be good, law-abiding citizens. Be safe, be happy. Have yourselves a great day, a super happy weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you so much for choosing us. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani. Bye.